Well, welcome to stage 2 of the Northumberland Coastal Path. We've got coastal walking, we've got villages, we've got cliff paths, we've got smugglers' coves, and we've got the most beautiful backdrop. So, lots to look forward to. Enjoy! Welcome to Plan Watch Walk. You're at the home of great walking experiences. We endeavour to bring you some of the best walking around. Leaving Warkworth, heading north through the dunes, we reach Allenmouth before our walk to Bournemouth, then passing many caves and coves before arriving at Craster. Hi there, we're joined today by Ian Robson, who was one of the originators who established the Northumberland Coastal Path. Ian, can you tell us a little bit about your experiences with the Coastal Path and how it was set up?
I can, yes. It was a great experience working with coastal specialists from around the North Sea Basin, but I'm proud to say that I think that this is certainly some of the finest, if not the finest, coastal walking landscape in Europe. I think that's not too much of an understatement.
So as we leave Warkworth, we're going to be heading over the old bridge. If you want to know a little bit more and see a little bit more about Warkworth, have a look at the end of stage 1. There's a lot of information about Warkworth there. So we've got the medieval bridge ahead of us. Not sure if we can see this. So it's a 14th century fortified bridge. We're going to be heading up here and heading over the Allen River. And this is the start of stage 2 of the walk. Not a bad backdrop for stage 1, and then going into stage 2. We come over the bridge, you can just see the signage right away on top there. England Coastal Path in the north. So we need to be heading over the road, and we're going to be heading down towards the beach. Good morning. And here's the magnificent northeast coast. So if we look slightly south, we can see Coquet Island in Amble, where we finished off stage 1, and we've got the everlasting skies that just go on forever and ever in the northeast. So we're going to be heading down towards the beach, and we'll be picking up the dunes. As we're leaving Warkworth behind us, we're now in the dunes, heading along the side of the golf course here, and we so far being very fortunate with the weather. What can I say? This coastline just keeps on giving. As we continue down the path, we're just going through the caravan park here, and we can just see ahead of us. Let's see if we can do this. round about, oh there we go, round about here. You just see some houses and buildings. That is Allenmouth, the mouth of the River Allen. So we can't actually get straight across, so we can't go straight up the beach because obviously of the river. So the route's going to take us inland a wee bit, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of height and we'll get some nice views, but can't get much nicer than this. So, although we can literally touch Allenmouth, just over through the dunes there, because of the estuary, we're heading inland. Allenmouth, literally just touching point ahead of us. We are, good morning, we are heading inland a bit to head around the estuary. When we get up to the main road, I thought we had to follow the road itself, but actually there's a path put in especially for us walkers and cyclists, and keep us off the road. So we can just see some cars just ahead of us around, somewhere around here. So that's going to be the road we're going to pick up. Cross the bridge, which is just around about here I think, and then into Allenmouth itself. We're coming to the bridge over the Allen. And you can see that currently the tide's well out. Just as we've come over the bridge, we've got some more signage down Lovers Walk. There we go. Going down the side of the estuary here. Well, we've come up the side of the estuary, up Riverside Drive. We've got the beach and the estuary ahead of us. Ahead here on the signposts, if you pick it up, got the signage here for the English Coastal Path, which takes us up to High Street. So if you want to stop off for any amenities, the High Street here in Allenmouth has got most things, got bars, cafes and shops, etc. Up there at the top you can just see the church at the top of the High Street. So we came up the top of the High Street and we bear left, and we've got the beach there and everything ahead of us. Just on our left here, got our next bit of signage which says Boomer 3, Craster 7 1/4. So heading up the path here, and we've just got over 7 miles to go. Well, what's really nice about following the actual path of the walk itself, it takes you along the beaches and the dunes, but it brings you inland a bit so you can see a bit of the surroundings. So let's see if I can do this. So around about here was the caravan park we went through. Further along here, that's Amble, so we started just inland from there at Warkworth, so we walked right the way along here. We've got the estuary of the Aln here, and we've got the stunning beach just in our backdrop there, back middle somewhere around here. We've got Coquet Island, and we've got the skies that go on forever. You will notice as we come down a number of these coastal beacons for lighting flares. You can probably see in the middle of it there's some charred wood, and they're used to light the path of the coast. What's great about following the actual route of the coastal path itself, it doesn't just stick to the beach, it pulls you inland and along dunes, and which is really good because you get the opportunity to have this view looking down on it. And it's just stunning. I've walked around the Northumberland coast off and on all my life, and I'm learning different paths by taking this route. So it's well worth following the actual route itself. You can obviously just go straight up the beach, which is great, but it becomes a lot more interesting actually following the path. So good job to the Northumberland Coastal Path, the organisation of it. Well, the path itself eventually brings you to Allenmouth Golf Club, and it brings you round by the clubhouse, which seems to be open to non-members if needed or if wanted, and we've then got continuation of the path with a little spuggy on top. Well, we've just pulled down from the golf club, walking through the duned area here, and we've got the next beach ahead of us. As I say, the Northumberland coast just keeps on giving and giving. Skies that go on forever, beaches that go on forever, or go around the headland and start another one. And we are in the back end of July, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on the beach. Well, ahead of us now we've got the village of Boomer. Boomer was notorious for its smuggling activities, much of which was centred around the fishing boat inn, of which we'll pass shortly. This all happened in the 18th century. One of the most well-known smugglers was the king of the gypsies, William Fay. He lived some 35 miles away in the remote Scottish village of Kirk Yetholm. In the 18th and 19th century, the village was the smuggling capital of the northeast. A major change was the arrival of the RAF forces in the Second World War. Otherwise, Boomer has changed little over the last 100 years and is still one of the remaining true fishing villages along the coast here. Well, what's not to like about this? We've got Boomer in the background, we can see the coastal path we've walked up along the way, and we're just heading up the side of the shoreline here. It's really easy, very pleasant walking. I'm not sure if we can see, but just in the background there on the headland, somewhere around about here, that's Dunstanburgh Castle. So we're not going as far as Dunstanburgh on this leg of the walk. That's stage 3, we'll be picking that up, but that's really our next reference point. But just a case of enjoying the scenery and the air on the way. We've got the bridge behind us just around in here. And some of the names of this coast are really interesting. That one was known as Iron Scars. We're now coming up to Howick Haven, just where we've got the small beached area ahead of us, and around the headland we are coming up to Rumbling Cairn. Some great names around the coast here. So if you ever fancied a house with a view, here coming into shot is a house with a view. It's just amazing, stunning. For once, if an estate agent got a hold of the sale and turned around and said, "Oh, we have a magnificent view," you never know, they might actually be right on this occasion. And the sun's coming out again for the last little leg of the walk. As we leave Cullen's Point, we can have a look south here. We can see just the island around about here somewhere. That's Coquet Island, roughly where we started from, beginning of the walk. It's about 13 miles away. So we need to head up the coast here. Ahead of us we've got Craster and the conclusion of the stage of the walk, and behind it is Dunstanburgh Castle. So ahead of us we've got the start of stage 3 of the coastal path. We're going to be heading from Craster, where we are now, up past Dunstanburgh, through many gorgeous little villages along the way, and ending up at sea houses. So look out for that one. Well, that sadly concludes the second stage of the Northumberland Coastal Path from Warkworth through to Craster. It's been a great walk, really enjoyable, lots to see, lots to take in, and well worth it. Looking forward to stage 3, I hope you are as well. So see you on the next stage. Bye for now.